Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your time and your energy. And if you're new here, welcome. Let's see what the universe got for us today. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Swords. Pisces, I feel like you are defending a fortune, your fortune, your gift, your reward. You are not doing anything though. You are just being. In a way, you are enjoying, almost meditating, listening, and going within. But at the same time, you have your sword up. You are ready. Right? My question here is, why are you defending it? Is there a need to be defending this? Is there a need to have your sword up? We have the Page of Wands. Pisces, I just feel like you have multiple layers, and it's almost like you have it's amazing because every single layer, it's almost like a superpower or a identity or a it's like a character, right? You have multiple characters, and you know exactly which one to utilize or turn yourself into. And they are always available to you. I feel like that is what you are defending. It's almost like you are defending your freedom, right? Uh, Let me give you a quick example. It's almost like there's someone unique out there, right? And they discover that they have a superpower, right? And they start utilizing it. And then it's almost like someone comes and they're like, you cannot use those superpowers, right? It's like no one else can do that, only them. and and because of that, they're like, you're not supposed to use those powers. Those powers are not like, they're like, they try to prohibit those powers. That's what you are defending, right, Pisces? So it's like you every time you discover more and more that you have different abilities, different superpowers. So it's almost like that it's always going to be protected. That will always be a priority, right? Perhaps you didn't have it before, right? Perhaps someone did take it away. Perhaps someone did stop it at one time. But this is why you are defending it so much. We have the King of Pentacles. So it's starting to make a little bit more sense on why you are defending this, right? And what I'm getting, this is experience. It's like, for example, right? You are level 0 or level 1, right? You are level 1. And it takes you multiple times, and it takes you repetition, practice, right? Doing it over and over again. And it's almost like you are stuck at level 1, right? Because I mean, it's level 1. You don't know anything of anything, right? So this is why it takes you, right, a lot. It takes a lot. You learn a lot in one level, right? Especially level 1, you learn a lot. And in level 1, usually that's where you learn your basics. You learn the basics, right? So because you do it over and over again, and it takes you so much, and everything is new, and you are learning, you are adapting, and at the same time progressing, right? Through repetition and practice, and in a way enthusiasm, right? Of wanting to get through the level, of wanting to level up, of wanting to learn and get it right. That's how you gain experience, and you don't forget that. Why? Because you spend lots of time, energy, focus, effort. You put a lot in it, right? So most of the time you don't forget it. Even if you don't think about it again, you just don't forget it, right? So it goes like that, on and on, right? The same thing happens at level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, and all the way to the infinite. Right? So now that perhaps you are a level 100, right? You are accomplished, you are successful, you are wealthy, healthy, you have an incredible mindset, you have intelligence, emotional intelligence, you have knowledge, experience, right? You have everything. This is why you are defending it, right? And this is why you are able to tap into any character that you want. It's almost like you had to learn so much before you even got to the King of Pentacles, before you were successful, before you were stable, healthy, wealthy, happy, right? It's almost like you had to learn so many different types of branches, right? What I'm getting, it's almost at the time you didn't know why you were doing certain things, right? At some point you were doing things that you didn't enjoy doing. At some point you had to do things you didn't want to do. Some things you didn't feel comfortable doing. But you see that it's all the wisdom, that it's all the experience. That's how you gain all of those things. And all of those things are priceless. You see, you are able to look back and be like, wow. It's almost, it all started with attitude, right? You all started with attitude, positive mind, positive thinking, right? Because of that, amazing ideas came. It's almost like ideas straight from the divine, right? This is why it's showing up as the Wheel of Fortune. And we're talking good, amazing, incredible fortune here, right? What came after that? Protection with the Queen of Swords here. But you see, not any type of protection, no. Right? It's almost, this is about protecting that attitude, protecting that positive thinking, that positive mind, protecting that, right? Protecting those ideas. It's almost like you got an idea and you got right on it, you got behind it, you protected it, right? You nurtured it, you gave it life, right? You see, talking about the protection, it's protecting all of that, but in a peaceful way, with love, with passion, right? With compassion, right? It's almost like just because someone is trying to approach you and trying to ruin your attitude or your thinking or your thoughts or your ideas, it doesn't mean like you are going to like get back at them and try to do something negative to them. No, right? You are simply just defending it in the best possible way, right? So because of that, right, it's almost like you are defending this positive attitude, a very peaceful attitude, thinking, right? Because of that, amazing ideas come. Amazing. I'm telling you, amazing, because it's almost, they are ideas, Pisces, that you cannot come up with them, right? You yourself, you know what I mean? This is why the divine is so important. You yourself as a human being, you cannot come up with this idea yourself. This is why I'm telling you, it comes straight from the divine. But once you get these ideas and you're like, wow, I cannot believe I just received this, you take action. But not just any type of action. Action with passion, determination, right? Being determined to go after that idea, to do what that idea is telling you, to do what that divine just told you to do or suggested to you. It's about trusting that and following through, putting action behind it. But again, not just any type of action, action with passion, right? Putting heart. So it's almost like you're looking at all of that, right? You are looking back and doing and being like, wow, you all started like this, and then it happened like that, and then this happened, and now I'm here, right? Seven of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Lovers. I felt it. I felt it. And Pisces, this is why I threw the cards over here. As soon as I started shuffling, I'm like, oh, this is different. This is like, we're talking about something else, someone else, right? And this is why I threw them over here. As soon as I saw the Seven of Pentacles, I'm like, wow, this is someone else. Like, this is why I kept pulling the cards too. I knew the moon looks so beautiful from here, you know? So you should check it out tonight. As soon as I saw the car, I was like, wow, this is someone else. You know, this is someone beautiful. Wow, this is someone that looks beautiful. But it's not just the way they look. Because they are dressed so simply, like they just have like a white dress. Right? They have an amazing aura. Their intuition is on. Their intuition is sharp, right? It's majestic. It's full of magic. They are extremely attractive. They know that. And at the same time, this is why they're almost like not showing much, right? They are just showing their beauty, like without even trying. They have put in work and they have now the fruits. Now they are picking the fruits, right? They are wise, strong, independent. They know how to do things. They know how to make things work. They got things going on that are working, right? At the same time, they have an incredible connection with nature, with their spirit, specifically with one. And it's a big one, it's a strong one, right? Now, with the High Priestess, this could be another Pisces. Of course, you know, it's amazing because, woo, you know, it's almost like in public, they don't show much, you know, they, even though everyone knows and everyone can tell, they don't show much. and they are still looking so attractive, so amazing, right? But you see, and yeah, but in the bedroom, right? When the door closes, when it's only you and them, even then, with with nothing on, like they still look majestic. Like I really need to do some research and look for words that can describe that, but I don't know if they exist because it's nature itself. It's pure nature, pure beauty. I've never seen something more attractive, something more unique. Even just oh my goodness. Just by the way they look at you is like whoa, like Pisces. I don't think I've ever said such things, right? But let me tell you something, Pisces. Just by the way they look at you, they can take you to the bottom of the ocean and show you amazing things, things you've never seen before, things people that things that they never seen before. And then we have the lovers. Okay? Now, what I'm getting here, Pisces, they see you. They are looking at you. It's almost like they are doing their thing, they are working. They are just doing their thing, but it's almost like they pause a little bit and then they look at you, they look at your way, right? They look at you, and it's almost like they are aware that you. That bird was so loud right now. That's why it made me stop. See, it's almost like the pause that I was talking about, but it's almost like they pause and they look at you, but they look at you with like knowing that you know them or that you are talking about them, right? So it's almost like it. Wow. Of course, Pisces, it's not showing me every single step, but what it is showing me, it's you guys in in the bedroom, right? In the bedroom, and it's almost like they allow you to connect with them physically. But you see, it's almost like you guys have been connected for a long time already. It's almost like everything already happened, right? Now it's just now it's just actually like experiencing it. Even though you guys already experienced this, right? And now it's almost like like a repetition, right? Like a repetition, like a second time. Wow. It's almost like you guys are going to be able to be free without being judged. Be able to do and experience things that you haven't been able to because of lack of open mind, or lack of trust, or lack of simply love, right? You are going to be able to be and feel free with them. Pisces, let's end this reading. Wow, I really let myself go there, and it took me somewhere. I don't even know where it took me, but it took me somewhere. We have the 10 of Wands. Wow. The more I go into this reading, the more, oof, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like I've been having dreams, and I'm getting vibes. I don't even know how to explain any of that. The Hermit. One more. Seven of Pentacles again, but it's a different deck. So I see different things. So you know, I mean, infinite things, right? I can think of so many things with these cards, but I'm gonna start slowly, right? With the 10 of Wands. Something's heavy, right? For someone. Yes, they are handling it. Yes, they got it. Yes, they can probably keep going for a long time, but it's heavy, right? They are not comfortable. It's almost like someone knows already what to do, how to do it, what needs to be done. They know everything already, right? But for whatever reason, they are not doing it. For whatever reason, they are still handling that. For whatever reason, they are still there, right? Putting in that work, right? Being patient, right? Having compassion, keeping things together, pretty much, right? Even though they know it's heavy, even though they know that that's not how we should be living, right? With something heavy on our shoulders all the time, right? They know that, right? And again, they know what to do, how to do it, and I feel like it keeps getting heavier because they know that it should have been done already. And so, moving on from that, we have the Hermit, and to me, that is just like someone else, uh, like put it like the Hermit has like a lamp, right? It has the light, so it's almost like an energy. It's like illuminating all of that heaviness, right? someone is putting light on all of that. It's almost like that person knows all of that, and no one else knows about all of that, only them. And it's almost like someone else like coming up to them and being like, hey, like, what about all this, right? So so because of that so because of that things change a little bit, right? Things change a little bit. The energy changes a little bit because it's almost like they I mean, think about it. If you already know all this, if you already know that you have to do this, that you have to do that, if you already know, you already know that it should have been done already too, and it hasn't been done, and then someone else comes, right, and they illuminate it, and they're like, hey, like, what about all this? That 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 it's almost like an impact, being like, whoa, what the heck, like, huh? But I feel like it's not a negative thing. It's a positive thing. It's a positive thing. It's just that it doesn't feel too good for that person, right? Because they know that they have to do something, because they know that they have to let go of something, because they know they have to put something down, because they know they have to let something fall apart, right? But you see, that's only for their own good. Hmm. Pisces, thank you so much for your time, your energy. I hope this helped a little bit. See you next time.